The largest impact we leave is the one we leave behind us. Our legacy. This last year has been a processing time for me. Like, who am I? What am I doing? Where am I going? What is my impact? We all, at one time or another, have wondered about our lives, our potentials, and ultimately, our purposes. When our class verse, Matthew 5:16, was chosen, it completely answered all of these questions for me. It says, "In the same way, let your light shine before others, that they may see your good deeds and glorify your Father in heaven." Let me begin, fellow graduates, by taking you all back to a time in your lives. Age 6. First of all, think of someone that was insanely impactful in your young life. The first name that comes to mind for me is Leah Wagner Jones. Leah was my babysitter, and I wanted to walk and talk like that girl. She was amazing in art, and I wanted to be like her, so I took years and years and years of art classes. She had a heart for missions in Greece, which reflected into my future. Last summer, I spent time doing missions in Greece, and in 20 days, we'll be going back for the summer. The trails that Leah left behind, they were the paths that I followed. A moment ago, when I asked you to think of someone insanely impactful in your young life, the name that came into your mind may or may not have been a happy recollection. We haven't all had positive influencers in our lives. Let's change that for the next generation. We are the role models, and that is a beautiful blessing and yet a burden at the same time, because the Bible clearly states that we are held responsible for the impact we have on the young. Yet, what an honor to be in such a position to lift others up in this way. Now, let's jump from age 6 to 11 years later, age 17. At age 17, I was given a picture that made me completely question the legacy I was leaving behind me. It said, "She leaves a little sparkle wherever she goes." Whether we want to admit it or not, every step we take, we're followed by a trail. I said sparkle, some of y'all were like, shutting down, she's talking about sparkle, messy. So if you guys are like freaking out and you're like, sparkles, no. Think of another positive image, whether that's sawdust or stars or sprinkles, whatever your positive image is, you think of it. Glitter is my favorite color, my favorite condiment, you name it, I probably use glitter for it. And I wish I could say that I left sparkle behind me everywhere I go. But I messed up, that isn't my reality and won't be fully complete until I meet my Maker face to face one day. Graduates, family, friends, audience members, live streamers, I urge you to take a moment right now and ask yourself, what trail do I want to be leaving behind? And now, honestly ask yourself, what trail am I leaving behind, and who is following that trail? Steve Green, in his song, "Find Us Faithful," pictures this so beautifully. The chorus says, "Oh, may all who come behind us find us faithful. May the fire of our devotion light their way. May the footprints that we leave lead them to believe, and the lives we live inspire them to obey." Friends, every interaction we have, the person we're interacting with, and ourselves leave changed for good. Their impressions are the legacy that we leave behind. Finally, let's jump from age 17 until now. Here, today, high school graduation. We made it! As we leave this stage, we must remember to be in this world, but not of it. Live worthy of the calling Jesus Christ has called you to. Do not be content to live a mediocre life. Live worthy. Know the calling Jesus has destined you for, and in his strength, rise up and obtain it. As Matthew 5:16 says, our lives here on earth are to uplift and glorify his name. That is our purpose. Live worthy. In wrapping this up, I want to tell you that Matthew 15:25's 23 words have deeply impacted my life. And I pray, class of 2019, that as a generation, we can rise up united in Christ alone to fulfill this calling he has placed on our lives. In the same way, let our light shine before others, that they may see our good deeds and glorify our Father in heaven. I leave you with Matthew 5:16 as a charge on your lives. And not only do I want to leave you with a charge, I want to bless you. One of my songs, titled "Blessing," was inspired by you, class of 2019, and the chorus says, "This is my blessing over you. that you'll hold fast in all you do. Every trial you walk through, you'll have strength to speak the truth. You'll keep running in this race, holding strong to his love, to faith, your eyes fixed on Jesus' face. He's your author. He's your way. And in the end, if nothing else is said, this will hold true. He will always love you. He will always love you. Classmates, let your lights shine for the King that will always love you. Glorify God. Be a reflection of him in every interaction you have. Live worthy because he is so, so, so worthy. The largest impact we leave is the one we leave behind us.